Hey everybody. So as I sit here, I'm 4 weeks post-transplant, and I wanted to give you a little insight about how I'm feeling and any changes that have taken place since my surgery and even since my sickness. So to start off, my weight is down from 148 to 125. And I think a lot of this was water weight, but a significant portion of it was also muscle loss, since dialysis was taking protein out of my blood and I was losing the rest of it through my urine because the kidneys couldn't process it. So I've got a lot of work to do in the gym coming up, but it's still going to be several weeks away before I can get started on that. All of my labs are pretty much normal. My creatinine is still normal, and the kidney transplant team looks at that every single time I get a lab drawn just to make sure things are staying in line. I have a lot more energy now. I feel more alive, and it's been so long since I felt this way. It's been well over a year. I'm sleeping a lot better now that I'm on a lower dose of the prednisone. I was having a lot of problems with that early on. And I haven't experienced any of the swelling or the moon face effect that a lot of people get when they're on prednisone. I don't know if that's something that will occur down the road, but I'm pretty happy with my appearance right now. I look healthy, or at least healthier than I did. And one other thing that's kind of weird is that the awful taste that I had in my mouth is gone. The whole time I was on dialysis, I had this just annoying, bitter taste in my mouth. And I can only associate it with my body chemistry being so toxic that toxicity made itself known in all of my body fluids. So all day long I would have this taste in my mouth I just couldn't get rid of, no matter how many times I brushed my teeth or drank different things to try and get rid of it. It was always there. And that disappeared on day 2 post-surgery, and I couldn't be happier about that because that was so annoying. So the scar that I have extends from just below my navel off to the right, and then it curves up around my lower abdomen. Now I've been using Mederma on that scar, and it's already began shrinking, and I think it's healing up quite nicely. The physicians are really happy with what they see there. Now the weird thing about that area is that occasionally, based on movement, I'll feel a stinging sensation just below where the kidney is. And I can only associate that with that new tissue that's forming to heal that area where they cut into my abdomen. And I think there are just some micro tears going on, and it's something that can't really be avoided because any movement that I make is going to trigger that. But I am being really cognizant about making sure that I'm not lifting more than 10 pounds or putting any undue stress on it. Now, as far as emotional changes go, it's a night and day difference. My sense of overall well-being has returned, and I feel cleaner, if that makes sense. Sickness on dialysis made me feel dirty, and when I had the hemoport in my chest, all I could do was take sponge baths. So I just didn't feel right, ever. From being sick on a daily basis to just not feeling clean. It's weird, it's hard to explain. Primarily, and the thing that sticks out the most for me is that my sense of a brighter future is back. When I was sick, even though I knew I had a living donor, I really struggled to get through dialysis because there were a few delays that kicked in during that treatment. And I went from thinking I was only going to be on it for a month or 2 to being on it for 4 months. So even though I knew there was light at the end of the tunnel, it was very dim and a long ways away. But as time moved on, I could see that light at the end of the tunnel getting brighter. And now that I'm on the other side of that tunnel, I have a lot of hope in my heart now for my future. I think my condition is going to continue to improve over time. And I know that I'm going to make my comeback when the time is right. I'm going to get back in the gym. I'm going to get myself back to the version of myself that I'm familiar with and the version of myself that I love. I have one more weekly checkup, and then I go to monthly visits for a while. We'll still be monitoring my labs to make sure there are no changes. But the monthly visits will be nice. I won't have to go down there weekly anymore. And to celebrate this event, I did buy myself a new watch as a victory present, because it's going to mark a time for a brighter future ahead. So I hope that gives you a little insight about post-transplant feelings and progress. I think I will go ahead and make another video maybe a couple of months from now, after I get back into the gym and begin training again, just to let you know how things are progressing. I expect things to continue to go well for me. I'm doing nothing but keeping a positive outlook, and I know that's going to help me in my progress. I wish you all good health, and be on the lookout for another video in my kidney series. Thanks for watching.